What's up, y'all? It's Tapealert, hottest in the city. We got my man Sig 40 in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Sig, how you
sir.
doing?
I'm doing good. Wonderful. It's a good
Working.
day. Yeah.
That's
Getting
what's
to
up.
it. Getting
That's
straight
what's
to
up.
this motherfucker, man.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time, man.
Yeah.
First and foremost, introduce yourself to the world, man. Who's Sig 40?
I'm 640. I'm from the Star, Brooklyn. I just came up listening to a lot of old R&B, brothers, rappers, Well, my friends been rapping my whole life.
Okay.
So I just, always kept around them, and that's 640. I done grew up around that, so that's what made me jump into the music.
Okay, so you would say
Definitely.
that your brothers, friends, those are all your
Yeah,
musical inspirations?
yeah.
Anyone, any notable musicians that we may know about?
Oh
That
yeah,
you?
my guy Manolo Rose, he
Yeah.
definitely put me on, he showed me a lot of good ropes. Fuck with Dice Peso, he showed me a lot of things too. My son Books Begets too, he was one of them good guys that really, showed me a lot of, running around and stuff. Then I got like one of my really torments, one of my guy Punch, his name's Sean Hampton, you get a chance to look him up too. It's a good guy, good brother.
Definitely
He
gonna look him
seen
up.
a lot, so he, he
Right.
he knew before a lot on hands what this is.
Yeah,
So
facts,
that's
facts,
how,
facts. What was it? What was it like? Other than from the musical standpoint, structure wise, growing up, family.
Growing up, it was definitely, it was, see, everybody got that story say fucked up and shit. Like, mine's a little mixy, like, you feel me? My mom's was good.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
it ain't nothing, my mom's was straight, my grandma's always kept, 10 toes ahead of everything. So we had a good household, we had food on that table, we was, we had, the fatherless here and there, but, father back and forth, but, it was good growing up. I was into basketball, regular shit. We fight, we do things, all that other shit. But my life wasn't really too, down. It
Right.
was more also up. I always kept around real positive people. I
Okay.
always did that.
Yeah. So you had a great structure.
Yeah,
There's nothing
great
wrong with
structure,
that.
nothing crazy.
You mentioned your dad. I saw somewhere that your dad he was signed to.
Yeah, he was signed to Rockefeller back in the days.
Okay.
Him and my godfather's name BB, they had a group name. I forgot what was the group name, but they was on Streets is Watching too. They was on the actual tape.
It's not Chris John, is it?
Nah, I don't think it's that. I think it is that. I think it is that. It was
They was R&B singers.
yeah, they was R&B singers. It was two of them. Yeah, they was R&B singers. Yeah.
Oh, that's Chris John.
Yeah, they was on tour. They did a lot of things. But
Okay.
how it be. Streets mixing back and forth.
And one of the two members is your dad.
Yeah, my pops. Yeah.
That's epic.
Yeah,
That's
definitely,
big.
definitely,
That's
definitely.
big. So, I mean, other than just your cousins, it's a direct connection to your bloodline.
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I have a lot of connections like all over. Like, family. My grandfather was a good person, so he knew a lot of people. First time I ever met someone that was like in the like towards the industry, like Joe Button's mother. I used to meet her when I was a kid. My
Wow.
grandfather was cool with them, like, my grandfather was one of them guys that, he's selling shit out the back of the trunk.
Yeah.
He's selling shoes off his feet, you wonder,
Yeah.
so he met
Yeah.
he met a lot of good people on the way towards it, you feel me? So we definitely, that was in our household, so we definitely knew them. I definitely met him a couple times, but that's how it is,
Oh
man.
man, that's what's up,
Growing
man.
up,
So you was fortunate. Not well. I don't want to say fortunate. Well, yeah, we're gonna say fortunate. You was able to extract some skills and some talent from that.
Yeah.
Step into your own light.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you've been dropping the hits. Safe.
Oh, yeah,
Exes,
yeah.
Rich nigga shit.
Yeah.
Tell us about those. Tell the people about those songs.
See, the X's came from, I'm gonna go straight to there. That was like one of my first projects I really worked on. That was like, the like, how the city girls, say
Yeah.
with the guys and all that.
Right,
But,
right.
X's came from, the X's really be, they hit your phone up, once you're doing good for yourself and you in a good space, they hit you up like, fuck that, we going 2 dates, we going double date. I was just in one of them spaces, like, when I made that song, like, So, rich nigga shit, I was just in another space where I was like, it's like I need them to really hear me again. And like I want to talk. I want to talk enough. So I felt like I spit enough on there where I show something like, I'm here right now. I want to
Yeah.
be here. Like in that me record, I love dancing.
Okay.
I love dancing. I love jumpy. I love moving around. I love having fun. I'm party. I'm outgoing. I love all that shit. So that Me record was more also like that. And then I'm from the style, so that Millie Rock shit came like, you know, like that's the guy. So it was just like, you know, fuck it, what's more better than put on that song? Like,
Right.
that was
so,
definitely.
So as far as dancing, like battle dancing, like
Oh hell yeah, we getting light, man. We used to go to parties back in the days. I was going in there, man. Short haircut, going in there. But we was Millie rocking there. We was on that Jamaican shit back in the days. You know how that was. House party, the Juggler, the L's. You know, this is all Brooklyn shit, but it was lit. You know, us growing up. You know, parties. We threw parties. It was definitely lit. I used to run with a crew called Young, Rich, and Famous.
Okay.
You know, it definitely was all like fly niggas just running around, just tearing it up, doing what it's supposed to do, life.
okay. So if Chris Brown was to come in front of you and bust a couple dance moves.
Oh yeah, we going at it.
All right, cool.
We
That's all
going
I
at
want to
it.
know.
I ain't even
That's all we want
playing.
to
I'm the life of the party. I'm not gonna be dry nowhere we at. I want to be noticeable. Nah. We gonna start it up.
Facts. You performed at SOBs.
Yeah.
What was that performance like? 'Cause you know, SOBs, that's like a start for a lot of people, man.
Yo.
Back in my day, my fault. Back in my day, I remember, you know, I don't want to say back in my day, but it was like we had the tunnel. The tunnel was big. Man, SOBs was still live.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now, you know, they're starting to give a lot of young artists opportunities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, to share that stage and shine. So for you, what was that experience like?
It was like, it was really big because it's like you said, they really wasn't giving opportunities to get in there. I remember when I was trying to put my own show in there, do my own, you know, I did a lot of those. So just try to put my own show in there was very hard, you know. They denied it from the gate. So I knew that it was very strict in there. And I heard the crowds is like, you know, it's tough. So I always knew SOBs was like a place where I want to land myself at. And I found that day when I was in there, like, when I got in there, I meant to meet Mike. I would say his name, Mike from The Wire.
Okay.
We was running around killing people from The Wire. I met
Mike
him.
Lee, Tristan,
I got to
yeah,
meet
yeah,
him.
yeah.
And then when me and him got to talk in the back, he was just telling me like, yo, like,
Mike Wiles, yeah.
he was like, if this is what you really want, you look like you got the whole present. If this is what you want, you gotta go get it, you know. Then when I went upstairs, I just saw that crowd, you know. And you know, Manolo always, you know, he always was riding with me. So, you know, he didn't care. So he just coming wherever it was at. So he made me feel more comfortable to actually, you know, get my rocks off in a big stage, in a big room. So it was just like, the SOBs was like, it filled it in, like.
Yeah.
Once you touch them stages, like I learned, like once you touch them big stages, if you know how to relax and you know how to talk, you let the crowd, you let them build into you and they understand you first, you can play anything, man.
Right.
You can play anything. They see what you see, you can play anything. But SOBs that was like one of the biggest buckets I wanted to grab, and it was like, I work hard for that day. I bag for that.
You feel like once you walked off that stage, you're like, I got that monkey off my back.
Yeah, I was getting.
Were there other venues? Tell us about the other venues along with that. Was it easier for you to perform at other venues after leaving SOBs?
Definitely, it definitely was easy after that because I got like the scared the nerves away because the big, that was the big room of everybody there. Cause I used to do a lot of shows at like strip clubs and stuff. So,
right.
You know, females gonna dance to anything. You know, guys gonna be in anything. We throwing money, nobody's really paying attention. But when you in a room full of just everybody that's rap and they want to be in there and everybody listening to somebody, you know,
right.
it was really that big moment right there.
Right.
Definitely.
And you talked about Manolo Rose, the support that he's been giving you. Well, how other than just, you know, the inspiration, how have you been taking it though? Because you know some people is like, yo, yeah, you know what I mean. For example, yo, Swizz Beats, man, he's been supporting me throughout. But then when it's time, like, do you still get the urge, the butterflies, the hunger?
Oh, hell yeah, man.
Good.
Yo, you know the crazy thing, like, I say like the third night I was out running around with Manolo. That's when that Swizz Beats and Nipsey Hussle song they had. They was in Brooklyn. When I got to meet homie, I got to meet Nipsey, it was like, you know, it was like, damn, bro.
How
we really got
was,
here.
right?
How ironic. You talking about $100 for his tape and shit.
Right,
CD,
right.
It was just like, yo, how ironic we here. The first time we met homie 2 words he said was like, yo, you drink? Like, yeah, my son gave me the whole Remy bottle. You know, I'm like, oh shit, we straight. I like his vibe, his energy. Yo, Nipsey was like, yeah, he definitely was like, definitely put the love in the room. That's like for Manolo, for me, he put the love in the room for me when I see him, definitely. So definitely seeing him is like still seeing that big whatever, however you want to see the big guy, like that's the homie. I see that guy, I'm happy forever there because he showed me one thing about this thing, like no matter what you do, like you big, whatever, you big regardless. And he
Right.
always told me too, one step ahead, like you always one hit away. Like one hit don't mean you made it already. You probably made it. It's probably there. It's probably gonna come up, but you know you there. But one thing he always said, like it's nothing. It's nothing to be mad about if you can make this business into a profit. You can get a profit off of it,
Right.
and then you can feed your family. You ain't got to be out there. You still be in a cut and still get some digits. You know.
Still making it work.
Yeah, like you still making it work. You know, I learned that from him. So that really showed me how to like, you know, like I could do this and I could be out there and go ham. Like so we could do both and we could be in between.
Right.
So definitely.
As far as your musical creating process, what steps do you take? Like you gotta hit a beat, is it emotion, vibe? Everything is timing as well.
Everything definitely is timeless. It's just like some of the records we definitely be in the studio already, just vibing already. Like some of the records, like we in the studio just vibing already. Like we like the Safe record. We was already in the studio vibing, and then my man was just talking about robberies and shit, and then it just came up like yo,
Right.
like you know everything ain't safe. Like so, it's just like mostly is always the vibe, like or like a DJ that I'm trying to get in touch with. You know, he probably ain't reach out. So I'm like, he gonna be at the strip club.
Right.
Like, so let's go to the studio real quick. Let's make some jumpy shit. So, you know, I like to run down on people. I'm real good with the rundown. You might not see me, so I'm good with the rundown. So when I run down, so it's just like, oh shit,
Yeah.
they play that record, like, cause I'm good with the rundown. But
Right.
it's always just put me in the vibe. Like, you know, I'm drinking, I'm smoking, I'm putting myself in that vibe. I'm sitting there listening to that beat multiple times. Like when me and my homie just come in here, we listen to about 10, 7 beats just playing it back and forth, playing back and forth. I know sometimes he probably, man, this nigga, man, he better do something with these songs. Like, you know, but we just, you gotta get in that zone and just keep yourself ready.
Right.
Keep yourself high.
Do you have like what's the audience like for you when you're making it? You got 100 people in the studio, or it's just you and the producer, the engineer?
I hate that shit. I hate 100 niggas in the studio. I hate 100 niggas in the studio because that's 100 niggas that know to make that one song you trying to make.
Right.
They saying, yo, this shit could go this way, this shit could go that way.
Right, and it will never get done.
But when those 2 niggas said that, they never around. You know, today they just around. We all pulling it up, we bumped into the studio, and then we straight. I like to really be in the studio with like 1 or 2 guys. Like my guy that, you know, he making sure, you know, the weed keep going, the cups flowing, and one of my guys that really gonna tell me about myself. My son Sean Hampton, he gonna tell me about myself, you know. Okay. He's not gonna let me say too much bullshit and not be like, all right, you get away with that, like, you know. So I like to be like that because, you know, having too many people in there, you fuck around, come out and talk about some crazy shit that ain't had nothing to do with what you was coming in there to actually do, because there's so many minds in there, you know. I like to be in there with everybody that potentially got something to do with this record, like, you know, the cameraman, the DJ, if we on the phone with him, whoever that's going to sponsor, host the record, you know, whoever we buying the record from, you know, all type of stuff. I like to have those people around me. Sometimes they're not in the studio, we on phones, we have like 3-hour phones, so that's the best too, you know.
Yeah, right.
That's definitely.
Right.
And then there's a lot of us that just be in the studio. We feed off each other. We rap, you know. A lot of us freestyle, you know. We feed off each other and stuff like that. You know, we in the mood. You know, you hear somebody out, then we just go in, like, you know.
Right. As far as, you know, the business, understanding the business of the music business rather, for you, Sig. What direction? Are you independent or major? Which one would you?
I'm gonna go with the independent, man. It's JoJo Records, man. I got my own label, man, and Like I said, my son Sean Hampton made me really see the light of a lot of things. You know, like we done had them sit downs at a bunch of meetings. Like it's there. It's there to if we want it, our advantage. I
Okay.
got friends that make anything. It's there. But to ride with myself, hell yeah, I'm riding myself, independent way. To we really see what the big bag is about. We see the same type of money and revenue that these guys see. Walkthroughs. We come up with the same shit. It's just that's the street work, that's the hustle
That's
work.
the hustle, right?
That's the
Footwork.
outside. That's the footwork. A lot of people not gonna do. Most of these people make music and go on a career.
Right.
Most of these people ain't ready to be outside in front of 1,000 people.
Right. Right. So now, are you signed to any independent labels right now?
Uh, we ain't gonna say too much,
All right.
but like I'm fucking with two people right
I
now.
got it.
Definitely fucking with two people right now. But most the outcome of this shit, like them two people that I'm rocking with, gonna put me bigger than where I'm at. Put me in the right direction. It ain't also about no signing. It's also about direction. Hunger and putting the homie on. I'm
Right.
just a lot of people watch. So a lot of people know I be around a lot of motherfuckers. Recently I was just around like Jadakiss and just hearing him rap and seeing him rap. Like I ain't get 2 words with him, but just to be right there next to him. I'm around these guys, so it's like, I know my time gonna come. I know I'm feeding off their energy and I'm seeing their hunger. I'm seeing how it goes. So yeah, man,
You
I'm
got.
right.
It's funny you said Kiss, man. I'll be watching Kiss, videos. Been a Locks fan since '90. I could even tell you '90, probably before they were signed to Bad Boy. But Kiss, you got to be solid and sharp because if he
Yo,
catch you slipping, he gonna
got,
roast you.
yo, I ain't gonna front. My first time that day was seeing them and hearing that freestyle they did, like that shit is more hard seeing it
Live, for
live than
real.
seeing it on the motherfucking YouTube. Like that shit was hard. Like, and it just to be around them, that's just it's crazy. Like it's a lot of inspiration around my area that a lot of guys put on. Like they keep a lot of guys and energy around. Like Mano is a good guy too. Like
Yeah.
he keep a lot of good energy around him too.
Yeah, we definitely see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Like, Jim is a good person too. He keep a lot of energy around him. A lot of good artists is around him, up and coming and stuff like that.
And they giving opportunities too.
Yeah, they
You know what I'm saying?
definitely,
Because a lot of people, they don't want to. It's not they don't want to give us the opportunity. They like to shelf us.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shelf us. So when that will burn out, let's go to this well.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
yeah.
these
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
that's there now for us. They
Is
like
it-
just go ahead, man.
Is that
That's what I do for you.
is
You know
the
what I'm
industry
saying?
game? Is this the industry game? That's why I stay where I stay. Like it's not saying you use a person what you could use a person for, because this is a way of living. Like you can make a living off this. You can't really use a person all the way to the top to really live.
Right.
Like one day it's going to be like it's giving you using and they're gonna doing something.
Right.
So it's just like you learning. You learn as you go. You taking pieces from this person. You take pieces from that person. Take
Right.
another piece from that person. Being in the studio with them too is another thing too. It's like that's like, just to hear how they put records together, it's kind of crazy, Like my favorite battle rapper is fucking Sue Surf. I just got to meet him the other day in the strip spot. Like, always bumped into cuz I bumped into him a lot, but got to actually sit down and talk to him. It's like, man, like this the guy, It's the
Yeah.
guy right here.
Yeah,
like,
so, yeah, I watched his battle.
Bumped
Yeah,
into a couple
solid
people
dude.
that night, like Mr. Chick, and he the cool guy too. That's my guy too. Like, it's just, just running around, just bumping heads with people, And then it's also a good thing of being out there, That's what you do. You get to bump heads. Like, I used to be 30 deep, I couldn't really see too much being 30 deep. Nobody want to get around it,
Yeah.
Now I roll around like 2, 3, 4 deep, making it right enough where we can slide through the cracks and they can actually see my face,
Yeah.
Because, having too much can't
Distorts
feed
the-
everybody.
distorts
You
the
can't
vision.
feed everybody. It
Yeah.
defeats the purpose. You can't feed everybody.
Yeah.
So you got to go back to the drawing board, come back, hit them with something else, and just keep staying on their foot and don't be dry. It's never the dryness.
Right.
You got to give everything something. Even Instagram, you got to give everything something. Oh, inside of your life,
Yeah, yeah. Tell us, well, when EP, when can we expect some music, some more, or when the EP coming?
I would say like, I'm giving it I was gonna say I was giving it a week, but I say I give it 2 weeks because I wanna I'm putting somebody on the EP, so.
So now actually, any special features?
Yeah, because like, you know, a lot of my work didn't come with a lot of features. I did a feature with Uncle Murder, like that's my guy. Like,
Wow.
you know, I definitely like Uncle Murder is definitely a guy. Like I remember we was young coming out of our hood, you know, Uncle Murder used to come to the projects, visit us, you know, he used to do videos. He was always in there. Like even like Envy, we knew Envy before, you know, Envy was Envy. Like, you know, these guys have been around the hood, they show love, you know. These guys is real dudes, real good dudes too. And real street niggas too, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, niggas is like, you know, but we been around that, like, you know, so my EP has been like in the process of like, you know, me reaching out to people now, like, all right, let me get a feature with this person, a feature with this person. But right now, I'm gonna put an EP together. I say, we already got like 4 songs already, but the next 2 songs, I'm trying to put these 2 guys on it, good features on it, you know. I'm around some good dudes, so I don't know which way I'm gonna go, what avenue I'm gonna go, you know, so it's good.
You got
It's
the
good.
title ready?
Yeah, all in.
All in.
Yeah, all in. Got the title ready, got everything ready, got the people who we gonna push it to, got everything in order. Just decided on them last 2 songs who we got them ready though, but we just decided on the last 2 songs about the features, you know. You know how that shit go.
Of course, most
You
certainly.
know how that go.
Timing is everything.
Yeah,
man.
you might
know
listen
what
to
I'm
one
saying?
feature, then you like, I ain't acting like I'm bigger than something, but you might listen to something and be like, oh, this person might do better, or this person might do
Correct.
better. But I would say this EP gonna really be good. It's gonna have a lot of features on it. It's gonna have some joints on it.
Right.
Definitely.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it, man.
Definitely.
In the middle of New York, you was gifted a gift. A billboard. Was it from your? It was from your son.
Yeah.
He was like 6 or
Yeah,
7.
yeah,
Tell
yeah.
us about that, man.
Oh yeah, for Father's Day. My family got together and put that together. But my son is like my son is everything. Like we take a lot of trips. Like we just came back from Mexico. We did like Jamaica.
I do the same thing with mine.
So he just knows so much. Like we talk, we chop it up. So someone said it, so I guess he just gravitated to us and like, come on, let's go do it. But yo, it went crazy. That was crazy. That was one of the biggest moments right there to be a father, like, you know, on the billboard. Like, you know, I ain't even want nothing else. I ain't even need to go out. Like, I don't even need no food. That was big enough right there, you know.
Wasn't hungry no more after
Wasn't
that.
hungry after that, nope.
I don't
I
wanna
said,
eat
all right,
no more.
let's go hang out the studio real
Yeah.
quick. That was sure I was really hungry, you know. So it was like, that's the outcome of it. Like when I leave here, I'm going to the studio. Like because I got another tape that's about to drop too. I'm working with another producer. His name is Payne right now. So me and him getting together. Shout out to Marcy Projects. You know, I fuck with a lot of good rappers out of there. They doing their thing, you know. Shout out to Kai, he doing his thing too. HGA, I fuck with them too. There's a lot of people out here doing their thing, you know. That's just around my area, you know. But you know the thing about Brooklyn, you know, Brooklyn don't like showing love to each other. You know, that's one thing about us. You know, we in a sport. It's a basketball team in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You know, there's a rappers. There's one side and one side. So it's a
Why is that,
basketball game.
The South, bro.
Yeah, they stick together.
What?
They stick together all the way. I ain't gonna front, man. They at the gas station sticking together. They one of the man's car break down. He ain't even know him. He like, yo, man, look, lift this up. I got a trick. Look, boop, boop, boop.
IHOP.
Got him. Got him going. In the high parking lot, got him going. Only time you see a Brooklyn niggas to stick it together, no lie, is AutoZone. No lie. Everybody in there trying to fix cars. Everybody trying to get money.
Right.
Everybody trying to get out the way. Ain't nothing else, bro. Anything else is just a gray line, you know. Brooklyn is a place where you gotta choose where you from, you know, what side you at,
side
you know,
you be on,
and stay where you stay. You know, there's a lot of good dudes that walk around Brooklyn, you know, there's a lot of good dudes that walk around Brooklyn because, you know, they have that title, you know, they have that title of, you know, he's a cool dude, good dude, stay out his way, you know, he don't do nothing but, you know, he stay low to himself.
Right.
That's how Brooklyn is though. But Brooklyn definitely making good fucking music right now, I tell you that. Like, you know, there's a lot of rappers out there that's definitely doing their thing. Like,
Yeah.
I could give you a list of 1,000 rappers I fuck with, but it's just, you know, it's Brooklyn. They doing their fucking thing. I just get the whole shout out to Style, Flatbush, East New York. All them niggas is doing their thing, you know, definitely.
Right, definitely. Last but not least, what's next for you, man? Other than the project you just explained.
I do a lot of movie shits on the low.
Okay.
Like my guy Ify Benton. Like you look him up, Ify, that's my guy. Like, he's my role model from the beginning. Like he did a lot for me. He was like the guy from Baby Boy. Mr. Alizé made took Alizé and then he got punched and then he cried. That's my guy. He put, from the beginning when I first started rapping, from 17, like he was putting a lot of order in. That's how like when I started doing the South by Southwest, I got to meet Zoe Dollars. Like me and Zoe Dollars is real cool. Like we always talk, he give game over, nothing like, we see each other, but he always give me game and show me like, yo, this is where it's at and this is how to do it. If you ever out of town, come pull up. But my son Ify really put me in position where, it just ain't rap. I could get a bag from every avenue, like, Like I just started doing a little movie. I'm playing, they're doing a Supreme Team movie,
Right.
But I'm playing in that as Benny, So, it's getting there, So whenever that get right, everything is right for me, So I done did a lot of things like that. So he always keep me right, I do modeling, pictures. We get that bag. Like it's avenues. It's avenues. It ain't just sitting still and doing something. Nah, it's avenues, man. It's avenues. And then my friends own like a lot of. Their name is Brooklyn Gives. A couple of my friends do the Brooklyn Gives, so they put shows together. So, I'm on shows, traveling around, we give back a lot. So my hand is in everything, like, it's everything. It's schemaholics. So we scheming every way we could possibly think we gonna scheme. It just ain't rap, like we gonna scheme. Like it don't matter if you see a nigga probably done dried up for a week or two. Oh, I was doing a little skit for a little movie. I was hanging with some guys that put me in a good direction to come back and do something bigger than what it is, It's like it's bags being offered. Don't get it confused. It's bags being offered, but what's after a bag?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Right.
We had bags.
Right. Right.
We need vision. We need guidance. We need to see where that shit gonna bring, where it's gonna go at, We need opportunities for my homie. I need an opportunity for my other homie, Because we ain't 30 deep now. We 4 or 5 deep now. So we can see who need an opportunity, So that's the lesson I'm bringing, with me and my niggas, JoJo Records, and that's what I'm stepping on, But I fuck with a lot of niggas in the industry, And they definitely fuck with me and, and showing me the blueprint, having me out with them. I've been out all week with niggas, like, and just getting opportunities and just getting good looks. That's it.
Right.
That's all I'm doing. After this, when I go to the studio, I'm trying to do 12 songs, but knowing by the time I get there, we get high, I might make 6. That's just being honest. Right. You feel me? I'm just being honest. About that 6, we gonna have 2 songs. Right. Them shit's gonna bump. Out of that 6, them 2 songs gonna bump. So, and I got 2 videos about to drop. So it's like we working. Like I'm thinking, I'm feeling good. I might drop it tonight, I'm feeling good. I might drop both of them, I don't want to overlap them, but I'm feeling good though. I got 2 in the cut, and that's one thing I learned from a lot of people. We keep things in the cut, them good songs. That's why we go to the studio and make 7, 8 songs, Out of that pick, it's about 4 of them that go, In videos, you shoot them when you get up, like, oh, let me get this right. Oh, let me get this one right. Let me get this one right. You just have them in the cut. So when it's time to go put it out, you just put it out, and they like, damn, he just shit that. Yeah, come on, man. We moving at the same time. That's what I mean, street footwork. This is a street team. This is footwork.
Yeah.
I'm in your face. I'm footworking. I don't need. I didn't ask for help. All my guys is giving. We all love each other. We fuck with each other. You feel me? Like everything. One thing my pops always told me, like, with him, he like, yo, you don't need none of that. Do you shine? You don't need none of that. Like my pops always said, never feed off his name or however it go. Do you, you know? When you do you, the outcome is way better. The stamp is bigger. You can see it more clearer, like, So that's what I'm doing. I'm stepping, and I'm stepping for me, So that's how I go. JoJo Records, stamp myself, And I got a couple artists, like, stamp myself. So we definitely moving,
Yeah.
So this year you'll definitely see a lot of moving I'm doing. A lot of artists that I'm pushing. I got about like 3, So we definitely gonna push that straight through.
All right, Sig 40.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. Tapealert is hottest in the city.
Yes, sir.
It's safe to say that none of the extras show up, but the brothers all in, thinking with his rich nigga shit, you heard?
I like how you put that together. See how the tapes get put together?
Yeah,
Watch you see that tape drop. You're gonna be like, yo, You put that thing all together in order. This is all the life is. You just put things in order and everything will come together.
That's a fact, bro. Share something inspirational, man, for the people
that's
watching, man.
Never give up. And that's one thing I do. I give real inspiration. Never give up. Do what you gotta do. Don't rap about it. Really put this work in. I'm talking about really go outside. Like really put yourself in a position where they gotta come to you. If the big dog don't come to you, the little dog gonna come to you and introduce you to the big dog because they are watching. Don't think for a minute they ain't. They watching. They even got opportunity. They might watch your shit and say, I could use that. But you know, they watching. The big dogs is watching. That's why you send little pups at you. You know, you see them, you talk to them, you shake their hand because they already know who sent them. So that's the inspiration I'm gonna give you, bro. Stay outside. Right. Don't make no music and keep it in the crib. I don't make music for my family. They listen to it because it's out. Right. I don't go in the crib and be like, yo, this is my new song I played. This is my I made just now, Revive. And send it to all the cousins. Everybody fucking with it. Hell no, nigga. I gotta go outside. I gotta get them niggas to know. My cousins, my family gonna know me. They love me the best. They love me more than all y'all motherfuckers. Right. I gotta get outside. Right. You know, I got to get all the way out there. That's why I love my, you know, I won't call them fans. That's why I love my people that I actually bumped into and show some type of love and get them through. Like when I see people on my DMs, like they love me to death. Like, supporters. Love me to death. Like, you know, I done sent money, little bit of love I could do. They love me to death, bro. And the only thing I could do is just grind. Right. And that's the sport I'm going to say. Keep grinding. The little dog going to bump into you and introduce you to the big dog. SIG 40, man. That's it, man. SIG fucking 40, Tapealert. You know what the fuck it is, man.
Tapealert on the beat.